Hi, welcome back everyone to the Ragged Apron. We're at home obviously again. We're going to be showing you a little bit about what we've done, the progress that we've made, and also, as promised in the first one, we said we would purchase a little greenhouse, which we've done. It's been put up and ready for action. So let's just have a quick look at it and see whether we can start replanting and reproducing them. So this is the wooden greenhouse that we bought. It cost us £50. It's pretty simple to put up. The make is Jardin Perfect Garden. We've put this up already. Let's just quickly see what Nicola's reaction is. As you can see, she's quite happy. And she's going to be showing you doing the replanting of some of the pots that we've got. They've already been, well, we think that they're ready to be re-sown, as they say. So let's just see where she's up to on that one. So as you can see, these ones have been planted for 5 days. They're getting really quite big, so we reckon Nicola's going to repot these. Nicola's going to be doing all this, but she's going to repot them. We think that they're about there. They started colouring and everything else, but as you can see, they're quite big. Now I'm just going to show you the ones that we planted 2 days ago. Okay, so these ones are only 2 days. They've been in the
we put them on top of his boiler.
Yeah, we put them on top of his boiler just
to get them going.
Just to get them going and get them started. But as you can see, we've moved them out. We've moved them out of the boiler, and these are really getting big. Obviously, we're still using the same stuff. We've not chopped and changed it or anything else. So she's going to start replanting. Obviously, you have to bear with us because she's not done this before. So this is compost that you've purchased, isn't it?
Well, it's one of them blocks.
Okay, so this is a block. It's made by the same company as the greenhouse, believe it or not. So it says cocoa compost block in grow, makes 10 litres of core compost. You just added water, didn't you, to it?
Look, warm water again, 3 litres. You just leave it in the bag, pour the 3 litres of water on and leave it. And that was probably 3 minutes and it was done.
This is another tray that we've purchased. This is about about £6.99.
£5.99.
So this is £5.99. So obviously it comes with pretty much tubs that's got little aerators, are they? Little slidey old things for obviously air to come in. So you're going to fill these quite high up, aren't you? As you can see, we started getting an array of products. So we bought these the other day from Asda.
But I have Debbie, who works for me at the other cafe, she's picked me 4 cucumber up today, already done, and 4 tomato plants, which will be going in. Tomato plants will be going in the garden. The cucumbers will be going in the greenhouse.
Yeah. So.
But they might get too big for the greenhouse. I don't know.
Yeah, but again, we've got another one of these starter kits for cucumber.
That one was from Asda.
So this one is a Asda product. This one were a Asda product with 75p. It's worth giving it a go for 75p. So she just popped them out of that.
Oh, it's quite flimsy. But it does state to plant them in clumps. That's what it does state.
So yeah, obviously Nicola's just said she's planted them in clumps. What she's doing at the moment, it just looks like cress that everyone used to do as a kid. You used to put in your window and add a bit of water. So it just looks like cress at the moment. We're not going to put loads of that in it, are we? We're just going to put.
It's quite flimsy, because it's really only thin. Where them radishes, they're a lot thicker.
Yes, and this one's the rocket, isn't it? This one's the rocket.
This one's the rocket.
Yeah, so this is a rocket that's growing. As you just said, quite flimsy. Well, rocket is quite flimsy, isn't it? And it's quite what I class as aniseed. Is that enough, you reckon, in each one?
Yeah, I'm only putting, that's just for the rocket solely, and then this one is going to be for the radishes.
Okay, so that's the rocket now replanted.
But I'll save them for next year. Well, I've got some more peppers to do, so.
Yeah, so.
But I don't know whether they'll survive me moving them.
Yeah, we don't know. I mean, we're just like we said on the first one, we're not professional gardeners. It's something that we're just trying, and if we can grow them, and we can take some to the cafe, or should I say cafes, and give somebody a bit of fresh produce that's not cost us the earth, so to speak, and that'll be all right for us.
Once these get bigger, then they'll get their individual things on, so then they can go into the garden. Because you're supposed to grow them in the garden.
But that's the reason why we've just got. So once you've planted these now, are you going to put them in the new?
Not today, because there's going to be a frost tonight.
Okay, so.
But I'm gonna probably keep them in house for a couple more weeks to get a bit more stronger.
Yeah, but you've only got a total of 4 to 6 weeks, haven't you, to get them?
Yes.
To get them done, and that's purely just following the instructions. I mean, we've just built a little greenhouse, and we had a quick look at the picture, and like everyone else, you don't necessarily follow the instructions. You just think, oh, I can do that.
But you can always go and, once we've done these ones, you can go and take them and show them greenhouse.
Yeah, so that's what we'll do. We'll show you the little greenhouse once it's up and ready to go. So are you going to put any pieces of paper with them so we know which one's which, or are we just going to guess?
No, we know which one's which. You can tell because that's pink.
Nicola's got a good memory, yeah. Don't know whether you can see. Let me just see whether I can zoom in.
Now they just look like they're dead.
I can zoom in a little bit. So you can see a little bit of difference in colour. So this one's the radishes. We're just going to move over, and there's no redness there at all. You see what I mean, how it looks like grass. So hopefully they might spread a little bit.
But they'll always look unhealthy. I think when you move them, they're going to look like that. Hopefully, tomorrow, they'll perk back up again. But they've got to bed the roots now into this one.
So you're planting another radish, aren't you?
Yeah, but...
Okay. Right, so I'm going to quickly go outside, and I'm just going to show you the shed that's... greenhouse shed that's already built. So the greenhouse is now all built up. Took us about half an hour to do. We've already started putting some plants in. We picked some plants up from a local plant nursery, what I would class. Not so much a garden centre, but all the plants that it was growing are all from seeds. We are going to take you to have a quick look round later on in this video. So hopefully you can see what you can get. It's cheaper than going to a big massive wholesalers or a big garden centre like B&Q. So let me just show you what we've got in there at the minute. So we've picked up some pepper plants, some tomato plants, and some cucumber plants, and also some lettuce plants. What we're going to do is Nicola's going to be planting some of these lettuce plants in. As you can see, they're quite big. Now these were £1 each or £1.50 each. The tomato plants. So these tomato plants that we picked up, just show you, they're nice and healthy. They were £1 each. We went to B&Q yesterday, and you were looking at £4 each. And it wasn't as big as these. So that just shows you, by shopping around and going to somewhere a little bit different that you wouldn't normally do. Basically, we found it on Facebook. I just typed in plants for sale, tomato plants for sale, and it came up a local supplier, and we went there and picked some of these up. So, but we are going to go back again, and we're going to show you what you can get for the price. So these are some lettuce plants that we've got. As you can see, they're nice and healthy. The lettuce ones were £3 a piece. £3 a piece. £3 a tray, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 plants in there, so that's 10 lettuces. So that's going to save you a bit of money there. Just going to show you what Nicola's doing at the moment. As you can see, the pepper plants are there as well. They're different pepper ones. I'm just going to take you onto our garden. So we've already started transferring some tomato plants into into tubs. So just bear with me a second. Nicola's digging away. So these are tomato plants. These are Shirley tomato plants, as you can see. The compost to buy isn't really expensive. I will definitely be shopping around because it varies in price. Sometimes it's £2 a bag, sometimes it's £8 a bag. Now, a mainstream garden centre, you're looking at £7 a bag. So if we can save you a little bit money by going somewhere different, we will do. What we've got in down here, we've got some carrot plants. Carrots that are planted. Again, we bought these from the gardens, not so much the garden centre, from the nursery that we're going to show you. These were something like £1 for a tray of 6. They started taking nice, and these are round carrots. So that's going to be interesting to see what they come out like when they're done. The soil's already prepped. Nicola's going to plant the lettuce. Now the lettuce has got to be planted something like 30 centimetres in between each lettuce. So she's going to actually get a ruler and measure it and show you the distance. But once they've all been planted in, we're going to be putting one of these, a 3 metre grow tunnel over the top. This is pretty much to protect it from slugs eating it. You can just pick birds. Obviously we get some deers coming on our garden, we get ducks coming on our garden. This is just to protect it. As you can see, it's basically like a thin mesh material that just goes over the top. And you can see with the picture, they've put theirs into little troughs. There's nothing to say that you couldn't put a bit of trough, a bit of wood round it and do it exactly the same as the picture if you really wanted. But again, it's all about trying to save everybody a bit of money. And I was trying to grow these, obviously, to save a bit of money for ourselves, but also to save you a bit of money. Some of our vlogs, they are simple to follow, and they are aimed at trying to save you money. Yes, there's certain things that we could do a bit more more expensive ways, but we're not. We're here to try and save you some money. So they've all been planted now, which is obviously still left the markings so you know which one's which. It's really important that. So it's all right planting food, but you need to know what's which. So she's basically put in a bit of water on, plenty of water in them. Obviously lettuce contains quite a lot of water, so do tomatoes. Tomatoes, I think, something like 97% water. People think tomatoes are classed as a vegetable, but they're not. They're actually classed as a fruit. Would you want to eat that in a fruit cocktail? I wouldn't, but some people probably do. So she's watering everything that we've got now. It's quite sunny at the moment. It's been about 16 degrees. So we're just hoping that there's no frost. It's really important that you don't plant anything outside if there's going to be a frost. That's what we've been told by the nursery or the little garden centre. But as Nicola's just said, we are actually winging it. We're not gardeners. We're going to get this tunnel, this cover over the top. Let's just see how it looks when it's all done. So the netting's all up, as you can see. So you can get you a better picture. So basically it's been pegged down, covers over. It's like a half-style fishing net style it is. That should stop the slugs from coming. We obviously make sure we've got some pegs down so that they can't. I mean, they will be able to get underneath, but it shouldn't be as bad as what it could be. Nicola's just said we need a bigger area because we do need to start planting the radishes and get them planted up. So we got some more lettuce as radishes that's been growing now for 2 weeks, and they're ready for planting. So we're going to have to think of a solution to that one. Let's see what we can do. Promise, we've took a trip out to the local garden centre or nursery. We're going to show you roughly what they've got and what they sell. It's not a massive commercial nursery, or should I say garden centre, but they do stock quite a lot of products. Let's start showing you around what they've got. Driving up to here, you can see loads and loads of greenhouses. These are massive greenhouses. So they've got loads of different, I'm just trying to zoom in for you so you can see there's loads and loads of different flowers being produced here. A real good selection. So as we're walking through now, I'm just going to try and take my time walking through for you so you can see roughly what they've got. So they've got all different types of trees, some really unusual one. This one is a massive unusual one, never seen anything like this one before. So it's really tall. We've got loads of different plants, and this is where we've been getting his vegetable plants from. The ones that's already started, as you can see, there's absolutely loads of different ones. Keep zooming in as I'm going along. When you look at these, it's massive amount of products here. The prices that there is pretty reasonable. So I'm just going to start off with these plants that we've got here. So as you can see, really good selection of plants. They're looking really good quality as well. So you know, if you're growing plants, I would definitely think about going to places like this. So I'm suddenly just going into the entrance. Well, they don't sell benches and stuff like that. Yes, they sell the bags of compost that you need to get your plants going. But there is a real good selection of stuff. So we're going on to where we bought all our veg from. As you can see, there's lots of different ones. So I mean, look at these, what you can get now. So look at the prices here. Let's zoom that in. The price is £3. Well, that's £3 for a tray. And look at what you've got down here. You've got cauliflower, you've got cabbages, you've got sprouts, you've got broccoli, carrots. Now these are the carrots that we're growing at the moment, these ones. We've got obviously leeks, beetroot. The list is never ending. Radishes, onions, red onions. But as you can see, there's a good selection of products here, and the prices are reasonable, not expensive. So again, you've got some spring onions down here. You've also got some lettuce. So these are lettuces that we've actually started planting in the garden at home, which I'll show you when I get back. We've planted some of these just to see how they're getting on. At £3 a pack, and you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you're getting 6. So that's 12 lettuces in there for £3. When you start doing maths, it's definitely cheaper to grow your own, if you can get to grow. That's the key, and look after them. As you can see, so that's all the lettuce selection that there is. And then obviously you've got lots of different flowers, plants, you name it, they've got pretty much everything. I'll just go back onto these. As you can see, lots of different ones. And the prices, look at the price. See whether we can get a better price on that one. So the price, £1.50. Not expensive. Sweet peas, £1.50. So you can see that the prices are really good. And then you've got things that's already done and all ready to go, £6 to £9. That's a bargain really for what it is. So we're back to our tomato plants. We picked up some tomato plants from here. I don't know whether you can see the price. The price is like £1. So that's £1 a tomato plant. And look at many, you know, different types of tomatoes that there is there. Like purple ones. Also, they're all different names. I don't know. I've been doing this job for quite a lot of years. I've been a chef. I don't know all the names of the tomatoes. I don't think anybody does. but you can see these are just all tomato plants, loads of them. So all this row here is just pretty much just full of tomato plants. There's quite a few. We're going on to peppers now. We've planted some of these peppers in the garden again. Well, you can see £1. It's pretty much not a lot of money, is it? Looking after it. Nicola's obviously started loading up the trolley. She was spending a few pound on what she's doing. And all these plants that there is are all grown from seeds. So look at that. I don't know if you can see, or I can get it good enough picture on that one. But there's loads of them. Absolutely loads. Strawberry plants. Absolute parsley. You know, you've got basil, dill, oregano, chives, rosemary. You name it, they've got it all here. When I said to you it's not pretty much what I class as a garden centre, you've got pretty much all these types of pots that they've got available. Let's try and get that round like that. So yeah, so they've got different pots that you can buy. Price are reasonable prices. I'm just trying to show you roughly what you can get. I'm not going to B&Q or a big garden centre. You can come to a place like this, which is run by run by a family. Buy stuff that's good quality. It's not cheap. Spend a little bit more money on them, but they're reasonable. I mean, look at these pots here. These are nice. Well, they've got pretty much everything in this type of nursery. I'm going to pick some plants up, some more tomato plants. I think. Let's have a look what she's getting. Oh, that's all right. How much is that one? Alicante.
They're £1.
£1. So that's a bargain. So let's have a look what she's started putting into a trolley. Oh, yeah. This is going to cost us a few quid. So I reckon I guess that's probably 20 quid, yeah. Maybe a bit more.
23
So we reckon it'll be 23 pound bag of soil. So,
2 bags of soil.
So it's not massively expensive for what you get. So that's the key, is come out, look at these local nurseries, support local businesses like we're doing. We're going to be taking these back, getting these planted in the garden, and I'll give you an update then on what it looks like now, and then obviously we'll hopefully in a few weeks time be able to eat some of the products. Back from the garden centre stroke nursery, let's have a look what Nicola's purchased, and let's have a quick look and a quick recap on how the other plants are getting on. So she's got some of these onions, Nigeria red onions. We've got some tomato plants, some more tomato plants. We're going to take them to the cafe and we're going to plant them in pots outside the back door where it gets loads and loads of sun. And we've got some Pablo beetroot. They're all individually potted. But let's go back, and if you remember on the first one we planted some peppers and some cucumber from seed. And we're just going to take you to the greenhouse and let's have a look whether there's any movement from them. So this one that I'm going to open up, this one's the pepper. So this has just been kept in the green. Oh, look at that. So there's 2 little peppers seeds growing. You remember there were them little packets that we got. There's 2 of them growing. And let's also have a look at what's in this one. So we did plant some peppers in this one, and we also planted some cucumbers, if you remember. Right, oh there. So there's 1 cucumber seed growing up. That's it. So there's nothing on the pepper side, and these have been roughly about 3 weeks off the top of my head. We're also going to be planting some of these that Nicola's purchased today as well. some little mini cucumbers. I love mini cucumbers, they look brilliant on salads. So that's what we're going to be planting in the garden. She's actually digging a hole now to be able to plant them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take you to some carrots that we started growing. Let's have a look, see how they're looking. So we've basically run out of room that's exposed garden. So one of our staff members has donated as a bit of it's called a bit of a trough it is. We filled it with compost and we've planted some pepper plants in there and also some lettuce plants in there. We've divided them all up so that there's enough space for them to grow. You could have just put grow bags in, pop the grow bags, put the plants in and grow them out, and then just once you're finished with them, get rid of the grow bags and restart from scratch again. But we've decided to do it the way that we've done it because that's how Nicola wanted to do it, so I don't want to argue toss. Now we did plant some carrots and they've started to come through. So these carrots have probably been in about 4 weeks, I'm going to say. So let me just try and get you a close-up of one so you can actually see it. Now there's quite, I don't know whether you can see, but there's quite a lot of flower heads that's coming off, blowing from the trees. So let me just show you one. So there is a bit of movement on the carrot. If you can see it now, oh, you can see it there. So the carrot's coming through. It's growing nicely. It's coming up. See if we can get another one. Well, these are the round carrots that I've just showed you at the nursery, and they are coming through. So we have got quite a bit of movement going on. So hopefully in a few weeks time you'll be able to see some different food grown. Obviously, I mean, we've said this before, we're not gardeners, we're just having a go. Well, why not have a go? Get you outside, the sun's nice, it's 18 degrees at the minute. We've had a few hours out at the garden centre. Hopefully things will grow and become better. The radishes are starting to grow a little bit bigger. So hopefully we'll be back to you pretty much again with this gardening vlog in 3 or 4 weeks time, and then hopefully you'll be able to see the results. Thank you.